Dear soul, come closer and let the energy of your guardian angels surround you right now. They're bringing me a message today with deep insight, a truth that's been around you, but maybe your mind hasn't fully grasped it yet. There's a specific person on your mind, someone whose absence has left an echo in your heart, a presence that, even from afar, still holds a big place in your life. The angels want you to know, without a doubt, that the feeling is absolutely mutual. This person doesn't just think about you, they're constantly remembering you. Your image, your voice, and the feeling of your energy pop into their head at the most unexpected times. The longing they feel isn't a fleeting or shallow emotion. Instead, it's become a strong, persistent inner current, pulling them back to everything you two shared. They might be trying their hardest to act normal. They could be busy with work, friends, new routines, building a front that life has just moved on. But the angels are showing me what happens when the lights go out and night's quiet sets in. It's in those quiet moments, when there are no more distractions to quiet the heart's voice, that the truth comes out with overwhelming power. How much they miss you becomes almost tangible, an invisible presence that makes them question every decision that took them away from you. Have you ever noticed that some coincidences in your life aren't really coincidences at all? The truth is, the universe has been working to show this person what they've lost. They might be driving, and suddenly the radio plays that song, your song, that seemed long forgotten. Or maybe they catch a familiar scent in the air that for a second takes them right back to a moment with you. These aren't accidents. They're nudges from the universe, gentle yet powerful reminders that your connection is still alive and strong, no matter the physical distance. What I'm about to tell you could change everything about how you see this situation. The distance between you two today wasn't caused by a lack of feeling. It was, in fact, a result of too much of it. This person found themselves facing an emotion so intense, so real, that it scared them. They weren't ready for the depth of what they felt for you, for how you could see their soul, for the vulnerability that connection demanded. Pulling away was a defense mechanism, a desperate attempt to regain control over a heart they felt they were giving away too quickly, too completely. They feared the very intensity of the love they felt. And now, in this time apart, what they feared most has become their daily reality. An emptiness no other person or experience can fill. Every attempt to move on, every new face they meet, only serves as a mirror reflecting an inconvenient truth. Nobody is like you. Nobody has your light, your understanding, your ability to make them feel at home. Before we continue, type this mantra in the comments: I deserve an abundant and prosperous life. Now, back to the message. The angels want you to understand the complex inner struggle this person is going through. On one side, there's overwhelming longing and a genuine desire to reach out to you, to hear your voice, to try and fix things. On the other, there's wounded pride and a paralyzing fear. Fear that it's too late. Fear that you've already moved on and found someone else. Fear that if they get close again, they'll hear the words they dread most, that their chance is gone. This inner conflict leaves them paralyzed. They want to act, but they can't. Their heart pushes them towards you, but their mind, full of what-ifs, pulls them back to the perceived safety of distance. What they don't realize is that this safety is an illusion, costing them their own peace. They have no peace. The angels show their days as a series of emotional ups and downs. There are times they feel strong, convinced that pulling away was the best choice. But these moments are fragile and quickly fade, replaced by deep melancholy, a sense of regret that slowly eats at their soul. They constantly wonder how you are, what you've been up to. If you still think of them with the same intensity, they look for signs, clues, anything that might give them hope that the door isn't completely shut. This message reached you at the right time. But you need to understand the depth of what's happening in the spiritual realm to act wisely. What's being set up for you two is a reunion, but it can only happen when both hearts are ready for the truth, without masks and without fear. And this person's preparation is intensifying now. The longing is becoming so unbearable that soon they'll be forced to choose between continuing in this state of silent anguish or risking everything for a chance to have you back. But that's not all. There's something even deeper going on behind the spiritual scenes, an alignment being orchestrated to bring this situation to a head. Dear soul, let's dive deeper into what the angels are showing me about this person's heart. Because the truth there is key to everything that's coming. The longing they feel has gone beyond simply missing your company. It's become a need for your energy, your essence. The angels show me they feel energetically drained, as if a vital part of themselves was removed when they pulled away from you. They try to find this vitality elsewhere, in other activities, but it's a fruitless search, because the source of light that truly nourished their soul was yours. This realization is starting to surface, not as a logical thought, but as a deep, undeniable feeling in their chest. It's a constant restlessness, a feeling that something fundamental is missing, and no matter how hard they look, they can't find it anywhere else. This person is realizing the hard way that your connection wasn't ordinary. It wasn't just a relationship, it was a soul connection, a mutual recognition that happens only a few times in a lifetime. And the awareness of what they gave up is becoming an almost unbearable weight to carry. They made the mistake of believing they could find something similar elsewhere, that your energy could be replaced. Now, reality is hitting hard, showing them that your light is unique and irreplaceable in their life. There's something really important you need to know about their behavior. They might be sending mixed signals. One minute, they might seem cold, distant, maybe even posting things on social media that suggest they've moved on and are happy. But the angels want you to look past that facade. These actions are actually a disguised cry for help. They're trying to convince themselves they're okay, but also, unconsciously, they're testing you. They want to see if you react, if you show that you still care. It's immature behavior, born out of fear and insecurity, but it shows just how lost they are without you. They're in a tug-of-war with themselves. Every step they try to take forward towards a new life is met with 2 steps back, towards the memories you built together. The angels show that they keep objects, photos, messages. In their weakest moments, they revisit these memories like someone searching for an oasis in the desert. She rereads old conversations, trying to find a code, a clue to where things went wrong, hoping to rekindle the happiness and completeness she only felt with you. This secret habit is her escape, but also her trap, keeping her bound to a past she chose to leave but can't break free from. Now, before we go on with this message, type 777 in the comments to claim the spiritual intervention and clarity the universe is sending your way right now. This number represents the inner wisdom and spiritual good fortune that are on your side. If this message resonates with you and brings peace to your spirit, please consider leaving a contribution using the Super Thanks button. Your support, no matter how small, is a seed of light that helps us continue spreading these words of comfort and hope to more people who need guidance. Your generosity comes back to you, multiplied in blessings. Continuing the message, the angels emphasize that the universe is conspiring for the truth to come to light. The denial phase is ending for this person. She is facing the reality of her feelings in ways she can no longer ignore. It might be through a vivid dream about you, so real that she wakes with a heavy heart and the sensation of your presence in the room. Or it could be through a conversation with a friend who unknowingly says something that hits her hard, making her realize the folly of her distancing herself. The synchronicities are picking up. The signs are becoming clearer. She is being cornered by her own soul, which craves the only connection that made her feel whole. The longing is turning into action. The passive energy of regret is beginning to give way to an active need for amends. She is tired of this emptiness. She is tired of pretending everything is fine. The question is no longer if she will reach out to you, but when. And that when is approaching faster than you think, as the internal pressure is reaching a critical point. Prepare your heart, dear soul, because unexpected communication is on its way. It will come suddenly at a moment you perhaps least expect, and it will have the power to turn your world upside down. The question the angels leave for you to ponder is, when this person reappears, heart in hand, will you be ready to hear the truth behind her silence? Dear soul, the angels now guide me to a very delicate and powerful point, a crucial aspect of this situation that you may not have fully grasped yet. The distance this person created is not just a reflection of her personal fears, but also a mirror of your own growth. Have you paused to consider how much you've changed since this person pulled away? This separation, though it brought moments of questioning, was a hidden gift from the universe to you. It was a sacred time that allowed you to rediscover your own strength, your independence, and above all, your immense worth. You learned to be your own best company, to cultivate your own happiness without depending on another person's validation or presence. Your energy has shifted. It has become brighter, more magnetic, more self-assured. And this new vibration you radiate is precisely what is drawing this person back with irresistible force. She isn't just missing the woman you were. She is powerfully drawn to the woman you've become. She senses, even from afar, that you are no longer the same. She perceives a new self-assurance in you, an inner peace that wasn't there before, and this intrigues and fascinates her. The truth is, for love to mature and last, both individuals need to be whole within themselves. The universe allowed this time apart so you could heal from any emotional dependence, and so she could ultimately realize that her happiness wasn't in running away, but in having the courage to stay. This person is beginning to understand that the problem was never you. The problem was always within her. It was her own insecurities, her past hurts, her inability to accept such pure and true love that made her pull away. She projected onto you and the relationship the ghosts that haunted her internally. Now, in the silence of your absence, she is being forced to look inward and confront these demons. The longing she feels for you is, in fact, a catalyst for her own healing. Every memory of you shines a light on a dark corner of her soul that needs attention. She is in a process of spiritual awakening, and you were the earthly angel who sparked it, even without knowing. The importance you had in her life goes far beyond a romance. You were the person who broke down her walls, who made her feel things she never thought possible, and who, with your departure, forced her to begin the most important reunion with herself. And it is only after this internal reconnection that she will have the necessary maturity to approach you again in the right way, with honesty, integrity, and a truly open heart. Before we go on with the message, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. People like you, who seek light and understanding, are the reason this work exists. Continuing the message, the angels want you to release any feelings of guilt or responsibility for her distancing herself. There was nothing you could have done or said differently. Every soul has its own timing and its own lessons to learn. Her lesson was to learn to value what is true, and the only way to learn that was by experiencing loss. She needed to feel the void to understand what truly filled her. She needed to experience darkness to appreciate your light, and you, dear soul, needed this time to strengthen yourself, to become the queen of your own world, so that when she returns, the relationship can be built on new foundations, not of need, but of mutual choice, of two whole beings choosing to walk together. What's coming is not a repeat of the past. The universe doesn't deal in repeats, but in evolution. The person getting ready to return isn't the same one who left, just as you are not the same one who stayed. Both have been transformed by this experience. The big question the future holds is whether these two new versions of you are still compatible, and if you are willing to write a new story together, letting go of what no longer serves you. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 8. Write in the comments, "I receive the angel's energy. My lucky number is 8, and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I care for and love deeply." If this message touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. The number 8 symbolizes balance, justice, and the return of what is rightfully yours. Be open to receive. Dear soul, the angels now guide me to a very delicate and powerful point: the power of forgiveness as the key to unlock this connection's future. Often, when someone pulls away, we are left with lingering hurt, confusion, and unanswered questions. Carrying this burden in your heart, even unconsciously, creates an energetic block that can prevent new and positive things from happening, whether with this person or in other areas of your life. The universe is asking you to begin a process of release, not for her, but for yourself. Forgiveness isn't about agreeing with what happened or forgetting how you felt. It simply means choosing not to carry the emotional weight of the past anymore. It's an act of self-care, of self-love, that clears your energy field and makes room for peace. This person, as they awaken, is dealing with immense guilt. Deep down, they know their actions impacted you. This feeling of guilt is one of the biggest hurdles keeping them from reconnecting. They fear your judgment, your hurt. They wonder if you could ever forgive them for how they left, for the silence, for the confusion they caused. When you practice forgiveness in your heart, you send a high vibration energy wave into the universe, and that energy reaches them, even if you're not in contact. They might not understand it rationally, but they'll feel a lightness, a subtle relief, as if a previously locked door is starting to open. Your forgiveness is the energetic permission they need to find the courage to approach you and ask for theirs. It's an act of quiet power that can speed up the reunion process. The angels suggest a small ritual. Find a quiet moment, close your eyes, and picture this person in front of you. Look into their eyes without anger, just with compassion for the confused soul they were, and perhaps still are. Say to them in thought or in a low voice, "I understand you did the best you could with the level of awareness you had at that time. I release all hurt and all need to understand why. I forgive you and set myself free. May peace be with you, and may peace be with me." Feel the heavy energy dissipating from your chest, replaced by a soft, healing light. Repeat this exercise whenever you feel the weight of the past returning. It's a way to tend to your inner garden, pulling out the weeds of resentment so the flowers of peace and love can bloom. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you'd like to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love, and say, "I forgive you and set you free. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. Continuing the message, the angels want you to know that true love has an incredible capacity to heal. The connection between you wasn't broken by distance. It simply entered a dormant period, waiting for the right moment to blossom again in a more mature and conscious way. The longing this person feels is their soul's call for this healing. They've realized that life without you has less color, less brightness, less meaning, and this painful realization is the first step toward genuine transformation. They don't want to go back to the way things were. They want to return to build something new, something based on the honesty and courage they lacked in the past. They are learning the lesson that love isn't a game of power or control, but a dance of surrender and trust. And they want a chance to dance that dance with you again, this time with firmer steps and a wiser heart. Their return won't just be that of a regretful lover, but of a soul that has grown through the pain of absence and now understands, on a much deeper level, the treasure they held. Be prepared, because the universe is aligning energies for this opportunity for healing and a fresh start to present itself to you. Your inner peace and your capacity to forgive will be the pillars supporting whatever comes next. Dear soul, the message the angels bring now is about the importance of timing and trusting the bigger picture. There's a rhythm to the universe, a perfect cadence for all events, and the story between you and this person is no exception. Anxiety and rushing are enemies of perfection. What's being woven for you behind the spiritual scenes is so delicate and significant that it can't be rushed. Every day of silence, every moment of waiting, has a purpose. It's a time of maturation for both you and them. They are developing the courage needed to act. You are developing your patience and your faith. The angels ask that you don't mistake the universe's silence for a lack of movement. On the contrary, it's in silence that the biggest transformations occur. Imagine a seed planted underground. On the surface, nothing seems to be happening, but in the dark, an entire life is forming. Roots are deepening, a sprout is preparing to break through the soil. Such is the current state of this connection. On the surface of your daily life, it might seem like everything is still, but in the invisible world of energy and intention, the roots of a reunion are strengthening every day. This person is being guided, step by step, to leave their comfort zone. The universe is orchestrating small events, encounters, and synchronicities to gently push them in your direction. They might not consciously realize this, but their soul is responding to these calls. Their resistance is lessening. The longing, which was once a wave that came and went, has now become a constant ocean in which they are immersed. They are drowning in thoughts of you, and soon the only option will be to swim toward you for air. Trust that they haven't forgotten you. On the contrary, you've become more present in their absence than you were in their presence. The memory of you two together isn't fading, it's becoming idealized. They remember the good times with crystal clarity and are starting to forget the small imperfections that might have contributed to the separation. Their heart is editing your story, focusing only on what was beautiful and true. And it's this idealized version that is compelling them to want to relive it all, but this time the right way. They are understanding that the happiness they felt by your side wasn't an illusion, but the most authentic state of their soul. What the angels want you to do during this waiting period is to focus entirely on yourself. Keep watering yourself, nourishing yourself, blooming. The more you love yourself, the more irresistible your energy becomes. This isn't about doing it for them, but for you. Your happiness is the most powerful beacon you can light, and it's the light of that beacon that will guide them back home, to your safe harbor. Don't put your life on hold waiting for them. Live fully, with joy and gratitude for all that you already are and for all that you already have. This vibration of contentment is the highest frequency there is, and it attracts to you everything that resonates with the same energy, including a love that is ready to be lived in its fullness. The angels are taking care of all the details. They are aligning the times, preparing hearts, and removing obstacles from the path. Your only task is to trust. Trust that what is meant for you will find a way to reach you at the exact time, not a minute before, not a minute after. Waiting isn't an emptiness, but a sacred space of preparation. And when the moment of reunion arrives, you'll understand why every second of waiting was worth it. Your story hasn't ended yet. It's just awaiting the perfect moment for the start of a new and more beautiful phase. Believe this with all your heart, for faith is the force that moves the universe in your favor. Dear soul, the energy around this situation is intensifying, and the angels show me that we are approaching a turning point. This person's passivity is about to break. Her longing has reached a point where it can no longer be held back in just thoughts and feelings. It's overflowing, turning into an urgent need to act. You need to grasp what's going on in her mind right now. She's come to realize that life without you feels significantly emptier. It's not just a feeling, it's a truth reality has shown her day after day. Every attempt to fill the void you left has failed, only highlighting how unique your connection was. This realization is scary for her, but also freeing as it's pushing her out of her standstill. She's starting to see that the fear of rejection is less painful than the thought of eternal regret. She'd rather take a chance and hear a no than spend the rest of her life wondering, what if? And this shift in perspective is the spark she needed to take action. The angels indicate she's planning to reach out. It won't be impulsive or thoughtless. Quite the opposite. She's putting a lot of thought into how to do it. What's the best way to approach you? She wants it to be special, to truly show how sorry she is. She might start with a simple message, just to test the waters, to see how you react. Or it could be something more direct, an unexpected call, or even an attempt to see you in person. Whatever form it takes, that first contact will be filled with nervousness, vulnerability, and most importantly, hope. Her heart will be on her sleeve, hoping you'll give her a small opening, a sign that there's still a chance. What the angels ask is that when this moment comes, you act on your intuition, not your hurt. Take a deep breath and feel what your heart truly wants, beyond a wounded ego or pride. Your initial response will be critical and set the tone for everything that follows. Acknowledge the strong, wise woman you've become. You don't need to give all the answers right away, but you can show you're open to an honest conversation. Share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. Continuing the message, the angels want you to prepare for a confession. When this person manages to speak with you, she'll open her heart in a way she never has before. She'll admit how much she missed you, the mistake she made by pulling away, the fear that paralyzed her. It will be a moment of deep honesty, as she'll feel this is her one and only chance to make things right. She won't come with games or half-truths. She'll come with the raw truth, because she's realized that a lack of truth separated you in the first place. This conversation could be emotionally intense for both her and you. Allow yourself to listen, but also allow yourself to feel. Will her words ring true? Will her heart seem genuinely regretful? Your intuition will be your most reliable guide. The angels will be by your side, surrounding you with an energy of clarity and discernment, so you can see beyond the words and feel the true intention behind them. This isn't the end of your story. It's the potential beginning of a new understanding, a new way to relate, based on the maturity you both gained during this time apart. The universe is offering you an opportunity not to go back to the past, but to create a different future. The choice to accept this opportunity or not will be entirely yours. Dear soul, we've reached the concluding part of this message, and the angels want to seal these words with an energy of empowerment and clarity for your heart. Everything shared so far isn't meant to keep you stuck in the past or in a state of passive waiting. On the contrary, the purpose is to free you from doubt, uncertainty, and the idea that perhaps the feeling wasn't real or mutual. It was real. It is real, and it continues to resonate in this person's soul with extraordinary force. Her longing is irrefutable proof of the profound impact you had on her life. No one misses what wasn't important. Understanding that she's in her own process of awakening and healing should bring peace to your spirit. It wasn't anything you did or didn't do. Her path with fear and pride was something she needed to face alone so she could one day be ready for a mature and conscious love by your side. Now the ball is in her court. The next play, the next move belongs to her. She has been and is constantly being nudged by the universe, and the pressure to act is becoming unbearable. A reunion is only a matter of time. What the angels ask of you now is to firmly ground yourself in your own worth, regardless of what happens next, whether she returns or not. Whether you decide to try again or go your separate ways, you need to know, in every fiber of your being, that you are complete, worthy, and deserving of the most beautiful and true love there is. Your happiness cannot and should not be a consequence of her actions or decisions. Your happiness is a spring that flows from within you. Her return might be a wonderful addition to your life, the icing on the cake, but the cake, dear soul, is made by you with your strength, your light, your resilience, your capacity to love. When you live from this place of fullness, you become magnetic. You no longer need to chase love. Love chases you, because the universe always strives to mirror on our exterior the beauty we cultivate within. Therefore, your job now is to tend to your inner garden with the utmost care and dedication. Water yourself with self-love, fertilize with positive thoughts, pull out the weeds of doubt and self-criticism. Let the sun of your joy shine brightly. When this person does arrive, and the angels confirm she will, she'll find you not as a woman anxiously waiting by the window, but as a queen busy in her own kingdom, happy and complete. And it will be this vision of your fullness that makes her realize, once and for all, the treasure she risked losing. It will be your independence that makes her want to be part of your world, not out of need, but out of admiration and a genuine desire to contribute. Be prepared for a conversation that has the potential to heal old wounds and open doors to a new future. But enter this conversation with an open heart and open eyes too. Listen to your intuition. It's the voice of your angels speaking the truth to you. They will guide you to make the decision that is best for your highest good. Trust yourself, trust the process, and above all, trust that true love, when it's meant to be, always in one way or another finds its way back home. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments. What is true always finds its way. Share your experiences in the comments. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.